Okay. So today we're starting episode 2. That's literally all I had to do. Continue. Oh, would you like to see a recap? Actually, let's do a recap. Oh, okay. For a second I thought it was going to actually run me through the game. Um how do I get out of this recap? How do I get out of this recap? I don't want this recap. I recapped it already. Okay. Let me know if any sort of levels, voice levels, audio levels are a little too funky. You open your eyes. The sun has risen. The birds are singing. You're still alive, and for now, you are safe. This is directly after we've learned that the ditchlings exist and are killing animals. I presume they're dead. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window and the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. I mean, they're definitely lurking, right? That's a guaranteed. A familiar unease settles in your gut, tingling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember the sight of pale faces jeering at you as they carried Gretchen's poor little body into the underbrush. We also had... Oh, gosh, what is our friend's name? We had her shoot her dog. Reagan? Doesn't seem right, but we had her shoot the dog. I was going to, but I didn't feel like that would be right of me to shoot her dog for her. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Oh, a clammy mattress? Let's see. We've got a lot of exploring to do. Text Stella. Her name is not Reagan, it's Stella. Sorry. Put your clothes in the dresser, poke around the closet. Let's first text Stella. It's probably a good idea to check in with your new friend. You can't imagine she's holding up very well. Hey, how you holding up? Let's look in the closet, because the closet will... Oh! Look at that. Look at that. After what you went through last night, the last thing you need this morning was waking up to find that doll in your closet. Pick up the doll. What's your name? You pick up the doll to examine it more closely. Its foot reads property of Alexandra. There's no way you're taking this with you. Well, now that we've picked up the doll, that... Oh, I thought these were people, but... Wait! Hey guys, there's a ghost in the background. Do you see where my cursor is? Who's that? You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. It's right there! Oh. For a second, you thought you saw a movement. It could have been an animal. It could have been someone else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. My stream was froze. Is it okay now? Oh yeah, my stream is okay. I'm like monitoring OBS and Twitch. Mine is okay. Was it audio and visual, Azalea? That looked like Wayne, did it not? Who seemed to know us? Maybe you'll head out there and investigate after you finished waking up. I don't want to put my clothes in the dresser. Somehow, I just don't want to put my possessions in the dresser. It's fine now. I just thought you were playing and still on the starting soon screen. Ah, I see. Time to start your day. Well, there's the cat that bit me last time. You're back in the kitchen. Frou Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. Look at how she's looking at me, though. She's giving Jennifer Coolidge. She's giving Jennifer Coolidge. Excuse me, ma'am, but may I pet you? But may I pet your beautiful fur? Part of you hopes that flattery might win her over, as silly as I'm seeing you are, after all, talking to a cat. Frou-Frou merely flicks her tail faster, doesn't look promising. Hey! Yo, Tabitha, I'm talking to your cat polite. Don't fucking get rude at me. You sure took your time getting up. Hey, cuz. Please. Please. I had a really rough night. No. It's like 8 a.m. Chill the fuck out. It's late for someone who's supposed to be at work half an hour ago. Do I have a job? Like me? I wanted to make sure I relate this message in person in case you decided to ignore my text again. Hey, so how I'm feeling right now? If Tabitha's life is on the line, how do we feel about the statement blood is thicker than water? Just a question. I don't want any repeats of last night. From now on, no running around in the woods after dark. It's dangerous out there. Do you know? Oh. You could fall down a cliff, you could get stuck in a hidden cave somewhere, you could get lost in the woods and never be found. Just because nothing happens here doesn't mean it's safe, and just because Stella spends a lot of time in the woods, it doesn't mean she'll keep you out of trouble. Tabitha's fun? Oh, I can't stand her. I'm glad you have fun with Tabitha. I sure as hell don't. I want you here home by sunset from here on out. What is up with you and Stella? We just have a history, that's all. I don't need to explain myself to you. She's so 100% ornery. Yes. And like I think we've talked about this. I never go for the ornery characters. Oddly enough, I feel like maybe I give off like the energy of somebody who would like an ornery character, or like a tough character, or like a kind of character, but I never do. Hey, listen, we can apologize to say, but hey, I don't have no fucking curfew. I'm grown, I think. I think I'm an adult. Whatever, just stay out of trouble and we can deal with this later. I'm late enough as is. I'm going to work and I expect to see you here at sunset. I should have gone to work with her. I do enjoy because when you break through that shell, yeah, see girl, and I don't want no shell. I want gooey center immediately. Immediate gratification. I don't want to break through no shell. I don't want to have to wade through the deep. Oh, sunset. Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. See now, why would it say I'm the only human in the estate? I get the cat's there, but like that's a strange sentence, no? That's strange that it would clarify that I'm the only human here? This makes sense to me. You hate waiting. I hate waiting. I like slow burn only when there's a lot of burning throughout the slow. Oh, Stella texted. You know, most of them are encrypted forms, but no good answers yet. No, Stella, how about you go to bed and warn your dog? Checking coffee in the library now if you want to join. I have scones. Scones? Ooh, ghost her. Oh, I want to ghost somebody. Okay, hold on. Let me calm down, though. Stella, I have no qualms with. I have no qualms. I'll be there in a bit. Still waking up. Vague. And that's that. Time to start your day. Let's go to the garden. As your eyes wander to the garden door, you shudder, remembering the brief glimpse of something you saw from your upstairs window. Oh, look at the statue. I love this. It was probably just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. I love this statue. At the very least, you don't see anything now. Investigate further. And we're inquisitive. Danny is inquisitive. Also, I'm not role-playing anymore. I conferred with some peers of mine, and they told me that I never like to RP. I just like to go with instinct and choice-based games, and they were correct. So therefore, the RP is now dead, and there will be no consistency in my answers other than fully instinct. Peers, yes. You, Azalea. My peers. You wander farther into the garden, trying to pinpoint the spot where that thing had been lurking, if indeed there had been a thing to begin with. The amount of foliage. This BG artist. Give them a soda. Give them a, what is it called? Whoever drew this out, give them a soda, but also can they get a Pedialyte? Can they get a little Pedialyte? Let's take it all in. This is beautiful. This garden is peaceful but undeniably eerie. Here, more than anywhere else, you're surrounded by the ghost of what this place used to be. A greenhouse sits in the midst of the overwhelming greenery, unreachable from years of neglect, its glass clouded and cracked. Statues reach out from within seas of weeds as if begging to be rescued. I want to go over there. And most strikingly, behind a pair of rusted metal gates at the very peak of the mountains, it's a graveyard. You can just make out a few of the headstones, the Scarlet name carved deep and proud into their faces. You notice what a good view someone would have of your window if they stood where you're standing right now. What if we saw something in our window? Check the ground for clues. Ectoplasm. You crouch down, pushing aside the greenery to examine the soft earth. A boot print, a big boot print, and what looks like some kind of viscera. Your thoughts turn to the specter from the night before. Wayne! You snap a photo just in case it comes in handy later. Keep it to yourself for now. No need to cause any worry just yet. Oh, this will be a good time for content warnings. This will be a good time for content warnings. Just so everybody is perfectly aware of what this game entails, because each episode has a different list of content warnings, which I will be on top of every time. But for anybody watching like the VOD without the chat, content warnings for this episode: realistic gore, children in peril, child death, claustrophobia, disturbing imagery and situations, and stalking. Last time I didn't experience every single content warning, because it depends on where the story takes you, I think. Like, I don't think I saw everything that was warned. But regardless, those are the content warnings, and they have changed from last episode, which is very intriguing. Let's go to town. The walk back to town is much less pleasant today than it was yesterday, when you didn't yet know that the woods were full of monsters and strange men who know your name. You stare anxiously into the darkness between the trees, searching for any signs of movement, but the woods are still, for now. Continue down the path. I love these mountains. The autumn-tinged mountains, sprawling for miles in every direction, now feel less like beautiful scenery and more like the walls of a cage. Good writing. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Oh! Look who I found. At library. She said she was up all night thinking about the video, adding you to a group text. Oh, this is how it starts. Alright, here's Kanika. I'm only here because it's quieter than the store, or was, lol, and I'm trying to figure out what animal that could be. I don't buy into this Is it Harbinger? Harbinger? Yes? Harbinger of Doom? Yeah, Harbinger. There's no fucking way that this word would be Harbinger, because that's not scary. A soft G is more moody. Harbinger of death. Doom stuff. We know what animals they are. They're ditchlings and they are harbingers of doom. Sounds like they're having fun. Okay. Dang, I need those scones. No, LOL, let's get ahead of ourselves. No. I'm not replying. Put that phone away. They'll see you soon enough. Almost back to town. Continue down the path. Oh, is this Avery? Avery and Mama? Miss Hasselback? That doesn't sound right. You make it to town in one piece. No creatures jumped out of you. No scary men blocked your path. Heart G sounds so crazy. Like, the Heart G sounds absolutely bonkers insane. The sight of other people is comforting, helping you forget the things you've witnessed as if they happened to someone else. Oh, hey, Danny. I got Avery's name right. We were just talking about you. Sybil. Her name is Sybil, not Mrs. Hasselback. I stopped by Sybil's to pick up her new tea blend, and, well, you're the biggest thing to come into town since the coal mine. Folks have been absolutely buzzing about you. You went out with Stella last night, right? Did something happen out there? She barely even waved when she walked by. And Gretchen wasn't Oh! Gretchen wasn't with her. They're never apart. Here it is. The consequences of my actions. I'm street smart, so I lie. We just got some really good footage is all. Does Sybil know Gretchen is dead? I don't think so. I'm not sure. Now that is juicy. Tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. How about you swing by the diner? Winnie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend and try to calm your nerves. It's chaga, and lemon balm. It does wonders to relieve stress and tension. And if you want to spill the beans on what happened, I'm all ears. Anyways, up to you. See you around, Danny. See you, Sybil. Take care now, Avery. Oh! Why's she frowning at me? I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. I'd better get back to it myself. Oh, look at her peeking. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Bitch clocked. I forgot in that moment that Sybil knows what happened. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. Oh, what is wrong with the people here? Why does anyone in this town seem to know or care that the woods are full of monsters? Wait, do you know anything else about ditchlings? What aren't you telling us? I like the mystical options usually, but right now I want info. I'm a detective. What aren't you telling us? You're awfully relaxed given everything you told us last night. Oh, a word. Don't mistake my calm demeanor for complacency. We all have our parts to play in this. Parts to play? I've shared what I know about ditchlings, and I trust that you and Stella have what it takes to get to the bottom of things. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things I need tending to. Stay safe, Danny. And God bless? Stay safe and God bless, Danny? You probably have a bit of time before you're needed at the library. We're definitely not going to the diner because I don't want to talk to Avery. I don't. Oh, who's this? Look, authentic rocks? Snackin' morsels? Tea? Local artist, $15? Axolotls? This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits at the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. Hey kid, you should get the fuck out of here. There's some monsters in the woods. I could say that. Hey kid, get the fuck out of here. What you doing on your phone? Look, if I wanted to buy some chips or something, do I talk to you or... Who works here? He sighs. I guess, yeah. Kanika decided to skip work today, so of course whatever plans I had didn't matter. Just take the chips, I don't care. Oh, fresh pickles for 99 cents? It's because you be on that phone. Hi, Mark. Kids these days be on that phone, don't care about making $1 at the general store. I'm good. I was just being a little bit of an asshole. Have it your way. Look, what you doing on that phone? Games? You probably haven't heard of them. I'm Danny. You know me? Yeah, I know. Mom told me. What's your name? Miles. I'm gone. I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna tell this kid there's monsters. Get the fuck out of here. He said old. You've never heard of a game? Games, you've never heard of them, old bitch. You went to the former town hall. Oh. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves, meeting rooms, and offices. Oh, that's a capital letter. Meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Oh hey, you made it. Look, I respect the library first and foremost. You quietly shushed Stella before heading over to her and Kanika's table. This is a library. Is that cheese on the plate? Oh, it's scones, that's right. You made it. Glad you could join us. Morning, Danny. You look tired. Ooh. That child called me old. We're snitching. Oh, before I forget, I met your brother, Miles. When I went to buy some chips, you tried to make me steal them. Danny, you can't just snitch on someone like that? Ugh. I asked him to cover the store for 1 day, and he can't even be bothered to do that. Typical. I'm paying him, you know. It's no wonder he's chronically unemployed. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Oh, okay, Kanika pretty. Hey, listen. I don't claim to be a simple woman, but I am a simple lesbian. You see the difference? Stella, long forgotten. She could go into the woods today and I'd be cool. I'd be here at the library with Kanika. Before you dig in, you remember the boot print you found in the garden. I'm gonna keep this all to myself. No need to share what you found with the rest of the class. At least not yet. I'll snitch in a second, but I'm gonna keep this photo of this mysterious boot print and human viscera to myself. Oh! Hey there, strangers. And literal stranger. Introduce yourself. Oh, I wouldn't be this chill. Or this excited. Hey, I'm Danny, Tabitha's cousin. I'm in town for the funeral. Oh, I should have known you were Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. Oh, my mama. But that Scarlet resemblance, it's strong. I'm Oscar Gutierrez, Chief librarian and only librarian. Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Oscar's given body in this outfit. What's that for? Who gives body like this at the library? I don't. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple shelves of boring books donated by old people. Oh, okay, no, y'all have corrected me. Bitchy too, and librarians have to slay. That's how you get the kids hooked on reading. Y'all are too kind, but speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs around with. They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they were just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. Can you imagine? Again, if I just said this, I don't like the thought of teen. Why is teens capitalized? Teens and mischief are capitalized. I don't like the thought of teens getting up to mischief with all those ditch things in the woods. I could just be right out with it. But what's the old Maxwell place? It's this great old abandoned spot. We used to hang out there when we were teens. I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors were like Swiss cheese. I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't really know y'all like this to say anything. But I guess if I want to integrate myself into the Scarlet Hollow society. I'm sure she's fine. Teens in a story love an abandoned building. Maga, I was just about to say, like, as a teen, I got up to a lot of shit. Some good, some not, but never did I go to abandoned buildings. Like a little bit, a teeny tiny, I would like walk around the perimeter of one at like 1920 when I was visiting friends, but like, I was not an abandoned building teen. I truly did not live that fantasy because it seemed like a death wish. Oh, Kanika's talking. You might not want to let her run off like that anymore, though. It's not as safe as it usually is around here. Is that so? Kanika's right. There's some weird stuff going on out in the woods. That's actually why we came in today. Have you heard of creatures called ditchlings? Why are y'all telling everybody their business? They're a type of cryptid that shows up around places on the brink of disaster. They kind of look like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepy pasta. That's exactly what I said last stream. A Pillsbury Doughboy Michelin Man type creature. We had a neighborhood being built next to our house, and we did hang out at abandoned houses that were new, though not haunted. See, not haunted. So you're not messing with any ghosts. You're not messing with any floorboards that are just going to fall beneath you. That's safe teen bullshit and nonsense, in my opinion. Just a little law breaking and entering. That's good. That's good teen nonsense. I'm okay with that. Also, hi Kylie. You made it pretty early into episode 2 of Scarlet Hollow. Breaking and decorating. Just go in there and hang up put up a scones. Kanika's mom told us about them last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods. Ditchlings doesn't ring a bell. Oh, Oscar's glasses did the little Magane thing where they frost over. Dang, worth a shot. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Also, I love that Stella's drawing of a ditchling over here looks just like a sweet little helpless thing. Something about his face just looks so sweet and helpless to me. Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Oh. Should I be worried about something? I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna go nab some more books. Hey! Let's remember this. Everybody make mental note. If shit goes left, the library has a gun. I don't know if we can use it, but keep it in mind that if shit goes all the way sideways, the library does seem to have a rifle. Okay? I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going out in those woods. Let's be confident. Nothing that we can't get to the bottom of. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. Oh, Oscar's phone case is... Oh, what do you call these? It's been so long since I've had to use one because technology and because old. But when you would like check out a book at the school library specifically, and they would stamp it with the date, and then you would write your name with like a textbook or whatever. Did that have a specific... Yeah, did that have a specific name at all? I don't know, but I think it's really cute that that's his phone case. Oh, gosh. Remember the days where there were so few people checking out books that you could manually record who checked them out like that? Library slips, IDK. Yeah, the little checkout cards. Also, did you guys see my slip up where instead of me saying checked out, my mouth wanted to say chook out? My mind wanted to conjugate that in a way that's I don't think a part of the human language, or rather the English language. Instead of checked, it was chook. Oof. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Chook out. Yeah. Thanks, Kanika. And Danny, if you see a 13 with the black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad is worried about her? Oh, mama, you can't be 13 with glasses doing bad stuff. Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. All right, this is going to be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. Reading awaits. Flip through Appalachian folk monsters. Flip through Silas Scarlet Soldier. Woodsman Leader. What? This is it. Flip through Veins of Scarlet, a history of the Scarlet Hollow coal mines. I don't think any place that has a coal mine is going to be okay. I think coal mines are just... they're horrible places. There's death in there. There's badness in there. I don't know. Coal mines don't seem too good. Coal mines equals haunted. There's too much shit going on in coal mines and surrounding that coal business. Especially back in the day, it's not good. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars, exasperated by his short stint serving as a captain in the Confederacy. Uh-oh. Silas Scarlet, uh-oh, also lost his two eldest sons to that bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, to take charge of the mine. Y'all, quick Google. Andrew Jackson? Someone get his full name. Is this him? The Andrew Jackson? What's Wikipedia got under his thing for his full name? Government issued. Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. Managed to evade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with expensive stone buildings, a bustling main street, and overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet Estate that was, until 1895, the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region. What happened in 1895? Oh! Uh-oh, pause. Culminating in the tragic collapse of 1918, it was found that Charles Shaw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I, resulting in a fatal collapse with the deaths of over 160 men and boys, some as young as 10. I'm reading ahead. The casualties included Andrew Jackson Scarlet's son, Theodore, his brother Enoch, the fifth? Oh, Enoch V. Scarlet, who had taken over for their aging father during the bustle of the war. Oh, his brother Enoch Scarlet managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. No, let it go. 160 men and boys dead? So this is how your family made its fortune. I'd put that book. Burn it. Silas Everett, I do like the name Silas. Everett Scarlet was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlet in 1818, one of 12 siblings. He grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the Army in 1836. He quickly rose through the ranks, in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particular ruthlessness for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet. The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. That land would become Scarlet Hollow. But it started as a simple log cabin built by Silas's own 2 hands, occupied by his family of 10? Silas, his wife Mary Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children. I don't know if this is just a country thing, actually, but I love how, like, in ye olden days, names were gendered, because obviously, but not as gendered, especially those middle names. I have so many aunts and uncles, like great aunts and uncles, who have middle names that just don't seem to feel like. I have a great uncle whose middle name is Mary, you know? Oh no, the British do it too. Maxwell Beverly Sheffield. That's the only example I can think of. So maybe not. That's the only example I can think of, so maybe not. I've been watching The Nanny. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and brought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. Thus he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. I don't care about Appalachian folk monsters. I want to remain ignorant of that. Let's check in. Oh look, there's less scones on the plate. Alright, so if we're going with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here, but not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? Oh! Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps on the table. Stella quickly shams her book slut. Slams her book shut. She slammed the book shut. Oh, hey, Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he could find. Shams her book slut. Jesus Christ. Haha, don't worry, little guy. I don't forget your treats. Yo, the music is picking up. Pixel immediately goes to town on Stella's treats. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. I could be hostile towards the cat. Oh, look, we're laughing. It's not hostility. Have you seen this little guy's face? How could I say no to that? The cat curls up on the table, fast asleep. This looks like a little old man cat. Alright, better get back to shelving. Let me know if you need anything. Okay. I can whisper. Let's see. Why don't we just help look for Rosalina? Cause that's not it. Let's ask. Have you had any luck with Rosalina? Not yet. I knew a team would be a handful, but I didn't think it'd happen overnight. I'll probably head out once y'all are done. Okay. Stella, what's that about nuclear incidents? Let's get back to business. You were talking about that Goldsboro thing, right? Huh, yeah. Apparently in the 60s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up midair and dropped a couple of bombs? Fascinating bit of history there. The first of the 2 bombs landed upright after its parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go off. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but it later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch which failed to trigger on the descent. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered? Now that just doesn't seem relevant to me. Right, its conventional explosion disintegrated in midair, but most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable by flooding. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up. Yeah, if the bomb is somewhere else, why would there be so many ditchlings here? Yeah, Goldsboro is almost 400 miles from here. Not that we should be looking too hard at this disaster angle. Whatever those creatures are, they're biological. Look, you never know with radiation. We actually know quite a bit. Oh, Kadika got it. It just melts you. It doesn't make monsters. And a 60-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. You never know. There could always be a whole underground system. Okay, we're get out of here, Stella. Let's talk about Silas Scarlet. Rich guy in the South? I should have known it wouldn't be pretty. I guess he was a product of a different time. Talk about it. Oh, seems like I agree. Oh. Okay, hold on. There's a lot here that I can choose from. I don't think he's really relevant to whatever's happening right now. He seems like a terrible person, but I don't see what that has to do with bad omens or... No? One of those burial ground situations, like in Poltergeist. Yeah. Absolutely. They both laughed at me and called me a fucking idiot. Even I know that's just urban legend stuff. If Stolen Land is cursed, then all of North America is cursed. Yeah? Exactly, what's your point? I don't even want to play this game anymore. I don't even want to be here anymore. They shot my idea down so fast. Check out the mines? I just feel like the mines are connected. Don't let these 2D bitches get you down. No, you're right. I'm a 3D bitch, okay? I've got an extra D. But they really had me shook for a second. The whole town is built around them. Omens or cryptids. I'd wager we'll be able to find something there. Oh, but now I have good ideas. There's an awful lot of mines-related stuff in my notes. We can poke around, find out if anyone's seen anything weird. Just to clarify, you two are suggesting we go question some of the miners, right? We are not poking around and prepared in the actual mines, right? Right? Yeah, totally, 100%. I would never. We don't even have a good reason to go down there. We gotta... Did Sybil say Wayne was somebody from the mines? I'm trying to remember. Good, let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines. I promise, Neeks, we're just going to question some of the miners. And if that question gives us a good reason to poke around, say, a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You can cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not going underground. I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. That reminds me, there's been this really unsettling miner who's been coming around my mom's tea shop lately. His name is Wayne, and there's something wrong with him, like viscerally wrong. Viscerally wrong? He drops viscera? Something like that? No kidding. He snuck up on us last night and called out Danny by name, sent chills down my spine. I don't know if there's much of a connection, but if we're headed to the mines, we might as well look into him. Let's try to stay under the radar. I'm already in hot enough water with Tabitha as is. That sounds like a good idea. We'll be super sneaky, I promise. I can even keep lookout. Look at us, going out on a caper together. I miss this. I missed it too. I mean, sure, it's under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store, I didn't realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Oh, there was a third person in this. Look at that. Though there is something missing. Reese. I really miss that dude. Can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately? Nope, I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize he was getting so bad, that poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Danny. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it. Oh, I've been waiting to see Reese. I'm really nosy, and I've been waiting to see what's going on with Reese. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. Knock, knock! Reese, it's Stella. I brought some buddies too. Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? What's going on with you, sister? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation wash over you. Hi, Dr. Kelly. Oh, you're a doctor? We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Why don't we just go inside and say hello quietly? I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. Ooh, it's just been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Danny would get along super well too. So, you know, my mind is always racing 1,000 miles per millisecond. And I think I lie and say we're going for a light walk and Reese comes with us. What if Reese dies on the walk because it's too much? You know what I mean? I don't want Reese to die before I know him. But I'm also making a huge assumption that this walk would kill Reese. Stella's right. We're just going for a light walk, and I've heard such great things about your son. I'm only in town for a few more days, and it'd be a shame if I didn't get a chance to meet him. Dr. Kelly looks you up and down and sighs. All right, you win. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper and y'all can hang out for a bit. Okay. We're not killing Reese. I don't promise that he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. I'm sure he'll be happy to meet you too, Danny. That would be great. I can bring a side dish, maybe deviled eggs. Does he still eat those? Oh. No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. I could go for some deviled eggs. Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, yes. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Well, Sprite has no caffeine. Leave the dog at home. Y'all need to start bringing up this fucking dog. Okay, no dogs. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place could be heard from within. God, that woman makes me so nervous. Are you okay, Stella? I'm fine. I remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. I mean, being a caretaker is difficult. Caring for your child, is even more so. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. She hate a grown bitch. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry. I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool, I'll take my shortcut then. Shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Danny. So I'm absolutely going to go with Kanika, are you... I'm over Stella. I'm over Stella very quick. Alright, Stella, what's actually up with you and cars? The mines have gotta be a ways off, right? Um, they won't tell me. Don't worry about it, Danny. There's a lot of junk in the back of my van. It gets a little tight with more than 2 people. If I walk with Stella, will I be able to get into her business? Or do I want to go with Kanika, who's audacious? Do I want to be potentially nosy? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I killed Stella's dog. Kanika. See you at the mines. Kanika's a careful driver, but her old van still bumps around on the mountain roads. Sorry about that little diversion, but I'm glad it means we have solid plans with Reese. It's hard to get him to come out, and I don't think the isolation is good for his health, no matter what his mom says. Ooh. Ooh. What's going on with Reese? Good question. I wish I knew. His mom's been saying he's sick for years, and it's not like she's wrong about it. Munchausen's? He's been a wreck the few times I've seen him. That's rough. Yep. Let's do it. You were pretty quick to cut in when I asked Stella about her things with cars. Yeah, I guess I was. That's how our parents died. Car crash. Wow. Excuse me, Kanika, but she just told me this business without much. I didn't have to do much. Car crash. She was in the car too, just some cuts and bruises. But she doesn't like cars and tries her best to stay away from them. So, this makes sense. We've got traumas. Talking about Stella. Very easily, mind you. It did not take much for Kanika to tell us this info. But I'm glad she did. I don't think she's ever going to actually leave this town. And now Gretchen's gone too. Yeah, it's not fair. She's such a sweetheart and so were her folks. Breaks my heart. I'm in the dark? Oh. I was on break for 3 minutes. When did I put my webcam shade down? I'm just so private. Or my brain went, we're getting up from the computer, stream's done. I'm here now. It breaks my heart. What's up with your brother? He's just difficult. Have you ever had someone in your life who just can't seem to get their act together no matter how much you try to help them? Sometimes it feels like I can't trust him with the smallest bit of responsibility without him leaving a mess for me to clean up. Don't get me wrong, he's family. And I love the guy, but he sure doesn't make it easy. Okay, that's... Sometimes being nosy doesn't get me anywhere. Do you have any other theories on what's going on, aside from what we talked about at the library? I don't know. I don't think there's enough information yet to support any strong conclusions. Though I've been wondering if what you two saw was maybe some sort of mutated animal. Girl! Like a strain of hairless monkeys or raccoons or something. Girl! Do you know about Morgan Island? It's off the coast of South Carolina, and there's a whole population of rhesus monkeys infected with herpes, like 4,000 of them. Girl, maybe the ditchlings are some kind of alopecia-related research monkeys. Not a girl! Okay, she caught herself. Which sounds ridiculous now that I've said it out loud. Forget I said anything. Girl, don't be a fool. They were way too messed up to be anything like monkeys. I mean, that doesn't rule out lab monkey, right? Could Could be that whatever made them hairless also caused weird swellings or altered their proportions. But like I said, we don't have anywhere near enough information. Have you ever thought about living somewhere else? Asking the real questions, huh? I can respect that. Yeah, this wasn't the plan and still isn't. I was actually a couple years into vet school, top of my class, and my dad died. Everybody's dead. My mom wasn't up for running the store, and you've met Miles. I only wanted to take a semester off, help them get back on their feet, but it's been a year and change now. It's not just about my family, too. The general store, that's the general store. If it winds up going under, it's hard not to imagine the whole town collapsing with it. Oof, small town responsibilities. Maybe I'll get to go back next semester. Oh, I don't know my father. I never knew my father. Um, chase your dreams. We're going to run this town into the ground. We're going to explode the coal mine and level the entire town. You're probably right. I just don't know if I could handle leaving and finding out that something bad happened as soon as I was gone. I really appreciate the vote of confidence. Not a lot of people here share your perspective. You and Kanika sit in comfortable silence for the last few minutes of the ride. You and Kanika arrive at the mines before Stella. Stella's probably going to be another couple of minutes. Yo! She got up here quick. Hey y'all, how was the ride? Did you run here? Yep. Oh, I bet her ass did run here considering she had to go through the forest. Felt like getting running. Didn't want to keep y'all waiting. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed, but we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we just go talk to people. I guess so. Huh? I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines. Tabitha? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. What's the history? We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. Huh. I call dibs. I do love a good sneak. I take it I'm the one of us you're talking about. If Stella's on lookout duty and only one of us is going in, what's that third person doing? That's a good question. You know those cheesy rom-coms where someone wears an earpiece on their first date? Whoa, do you have some kind of surveillance rig in the back of your van that I didn't know about? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We could just do a group call. Oh, easy. I call dibs. I like to sneak. You're gonna do great. Here's those earbuds I mentioned earlier. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way. Dang, I've missed doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Aw, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? Let's go into these mines. Can you hear us? Try saying something. Won't people notice that I got earbuds? People these days have all kinds of things in their ears. It's called multitasking. You'll be fine. Enter. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. I'm in. Approach the nearest group of miners. Hey, workers! You approach the nearest group of miners, a blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Now, their uniforms identify them as Harris, Davis, and Zax. You got a reason to be bothering us? Do you guys know about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew him. He was such a cut-up, missed that dude. What happened to him? The miners shift for a moment, uncomfortably glancing at one another. Okay, so here's a question. Can you leak viscera and still be okay? Fully alive? Right? Is that something that... Right? Isn't that the guy y'all said was, he's gone. That's all that matters. Press them. What happened to them? What are you, some sort of cop? Keep it on the down low, but I'm working for a competitor. A unionized competitor. We're thinking of buying Miss Scarlet out of the mines. Oh, see? That, I feel like, is a good lie. I'm not a cop. I'm a competitor. I'm stupid. No, you're not. That's how he told everyone who you were when you were staring at us like deer in headlights yesterday. We know you're the boss's cousin. Dang, sorry, Danny. Come on, let's get out of here. No! I forgot everybody knows who the fuck I am in town. It's a small town and I'm new. Oh. Okay. Let's try again. Before you can reach the miners, you're struck by an intense feeling. You recognize the hollow terror as the same thing you felt last night when you set eyes on that awful man in the miner's jacket. A veil. You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. Oh, attack! No. What are you? Flesh and blood? Much like yourself, you don't have to be afraid of me? Stay home, wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. I should have attacked. Before you can say another word, the figure is gone. Hey, Danny, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you. Nothing happened. You sure? I could have sworn I saw you talking to someone. Wait, oh damn, I really am not good at lying. It wasn't Wayne, was it? Are you okay? I'm not about to back down. Let's talk to Tabitha. She deserves to know. Oh, that's not what I meant. I wanted to... No, you're right. I'm going to talk to more miners. I wanted to talk to Tabitha, not to warn her, but to confront her. Hey there, can we help you with something? I felt like seeing anything out of the ordinary lately? Like what? Weird animal sightings? Don't tend to go on many hikes. Not exactly the nature seeing type. After a full day of work, all I see is my bed, maybe a few beers in between. People getting sick? You a health inspector or something? The boss looks out for our health. Odd noises in the woods? Anything? I heard something a few nights ago, like nothing I've ever heard. Some unearthly beast. I'm telling you, Isaacs, you need to take a sick day. You need to rest, man. Are you... I've already taken a sick day this year. Can't afford to take any more if I want to have Christmas off. Are y'all out of your minds? Still looking at Maggie Smith. Oh. Yeah, I gotta look at the whole thing. Just that old biddy perched up in fashion. That's a dream. But also, this is fucked. I've taken a sick day this year. Can't afford to take a second one if I want to have Christmas off. Tabitha. It can't be that bad here, right? That's all on that front, thanks. Y'all know Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? Once again, I'm stuck. Once again, I'm stuck. He's been following me. Oh, thank God everyone thought he was dead. Now hold on. Creepy doesn't exactly sound like Wayne, does it? How do you know it was him? The name on his jacket. Just Wayne, just like yours says Smith. So do all of our jackets, but if I switch with Isaac's, that doesn't make me Isaac's. No, it's gotta be him. There's no way he's dead. You really think he's running around town creeping on strangers, ignoring his friends and coworkers? Seems more likely to me that someone took care of him, so to speak, and is running around in his clothes. The miners stand in silence for a moment, considering what they've just heard. That's not possible. That's ridiculous. This is messed up. But who would do something like that? I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend? Yikes, do you think? No way. Just saying, he wasn't exactly the first fella to fall for her, charms. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. Lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Dang, who are they talking about? I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Who was he seeing? Whoa. Now, if you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wild sense. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be the next one they're chopping. Is it Tabitha? Come on, don't dangle something like that. Look, I just don't want to cause any trouble. Enough people are losing their jobs as is. I've got mouths to feed. Losing their jobs, and in Sam Wayne's case, disappearing. We've already said too much. Come on, boys. Isaacs, talk to me. As the miners turn and leave, you can't help but get the feeling that Isaacs has more to say. As the miners pack their things, you scribble your phone number onto a scrap of paper. Hey, thanks for the help. It was great to meet you all. You reach towards Isaacs and shake his hand, passing your note to his palm. Don't mention it. It's dire. Okay. Do we want to talk to Tabitha or do we want to meet back up? Frankly, I don't give a fuck about meeting back up. Because now I'm very much deep into this minor stuff. Let's go all in. I'm street smart. I'm talking to one last group of miners, and don't worry, I'll keep my eye on Tabitha's trailer. Good luck. And if we get caught by Tabitha, guess what? I'll fucking box her. Going around asking questions, huh? Stella wasn't kidding when she said these miners were dangerously close to Tabitha's office. You take in your surroundings, making note of any shadows you can melt into at the first sign of trouble. Okay, so which character do you like? Nix, I'm gonna be honest. None of them. I don't dislike any characters. I don't like Tabitha, no. Okay, I may dislike Tabitha. But I neither dislike nor like any of the characters. I'm connecting more with like the story and the mystery than I am with the characters themselves. I think is how I'm currently feeling. I think. Like none of these like character archetypes kind of are melding with me as of right now. So we'll have to see. You don't look like you're from the inspector's office. It's my first time seeing this game, so what's it about? Okay, I will attempt to tell you what it's about. So you play as a character who is returning back to her mother's family home due to the death of an aunt. It becomes clear that this small town was kind of built up due to your family. Like, this town is your family's legacy, but it has a lot of secrets. Your family has a lot of dark secrets. They made money in very like unethical ways through war and the mines. But beyond that, there's also some creature in the woods that seems to be taking animals and doing something with them that causes like strange tumor-like baubles to appear on them. I can't think of the word other than baubles. But that's kind of like the running thing that there's something going on in this town and there's something going on with your family. Absolutely. I'd say Gothic mystery is very much it. This has like all the trappings of a good Gothic story. Have you noticed anything strange around here lately? All kinds of weird stuff happen in these hills. What sort of weird do you mean? People getting sick? I mean, some of the old miners, sure, but I wouldn't call that unusual. Noises from the woods all the time. Okay. But I heard something the other night that sent the fear of God shivering down my spine, I tell you. Ooh. I don't want to freak anybody out, so I'm just going to leave it at that. That's all on that front, sure. Tell me about Sam Wayne. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Got himself into trouble, didn't he? Why, you seen him around? What's that young buck up to? What do you think he's been up to? What's he been up to? He's been following me. I think he's been doing a slasher movie. Might have been murdered. Wearing his bloody clothes. Oh, I heard from some of the other folks in camp that he had a nasty spat with an ex. And disappeared not long after. You mean the boss? Got her. Far as I know, that never ended. Stella audibly gasps. Yeah, I figured he just ran off to live in that big mansion with his belle. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. Oh my god, gross. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slightest bit of interest in you. Or any woman at all. Fair enough. But I suppose this begs the question. Did she run him off, or did some jealous son of a bitch oust him? I've been thinking Tabitha. But Tabitha's only been... How long has Tabitha been in charge of the mines if her mother just died? What are you talking about, Parlan? Lord, no. Okay. Even Wayne had some standards. No, I'm talking about little Miss Tabitha. Not that old lady Parlan didn't have her day. What do you think of Tabitha? The two men shift uncomfortably. Not the kindliest woman I've ever met. She runs the place all right. Tell that to all the boys she's been laying off lately. Keep going around saying that and see how long till you're one of them boys. All I have to say is, a mine that's doing well doesn't go around laying off its workers for no reason. I'm not sure any of us are going to have a job in a few years. Tate, you're a damn fool. You're going to be next if you keep up that kind of talk. So be it, but a man needs to speak his mind sometimes. Is this town in the Midwest or the South? The South, Nix. It's in North Carolina. Yeah, Appalachia, so the bottom of Appalachia. It's in North Carolina. If that Wayne keeps bothering you, just let us know and whip him into shape. Danny, I think we've got a problem. By the time Stella finishes her sentence, you've already ducked around the corner and out of sight. Yeah. When do I want to confront? Stella dressed like Mrs. What is it? Church ball? What is that? Hold on. No. Church ball? What is her name? Trunchbull. Yes. The Matilda lady. I can never remember her name. She dressed exactly like her. I always associate Trunchbull. I always associate American Gothic mysteries with the South. Yeah, they often do take place in the South. The South is a good setting for it. Just historically, culturally, and I think visually, geographically. That whole thing. I'm thinking Stella and Kanika aren't going to have any information for me. But if I let Tabitha catch me, I could really confront her. No. We'll wait. Oh! Who that? You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snack pops. Wait! That's Rosalina! A bundle of snack pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. It's Rosalina! Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What is she doing here? I'm going after her. Good idea. We'll try and catch up with you. Why is she here? You rush over the hill and get your bearings, the sound of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. Something about the mine feels wrong, as though a cold anger lies burning inside, sucking the life from the surrounding hills. This is the site of a mass grave. We're in trouble. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago, after a collapse that killed over 100 people. That's the 160 people who died, even boys as young as 10, no? And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Remember all those bad feelings I got last night? This place feels straight up cursed. I mean, like Kanika said, a lot of people died down in there. There's a lot of spooky history to this place. For all we know, maybe all that death left some kind of a mark down. Hold on. Because did I not say that maybe the ditchlings were connected to a grave site? And they both laughed at me and said, girl, then all of North America would be cursed. But now we're saying this mine could be cursed? Okay, just because a bunch of people died in there, it doesn't mean it's cursed. Come on. I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. You did say yes. Thank you for backing me up, Azalea. Because I did say. And then they also said, bitch, you're dumb. And I almost quit the game. Oh, Kanika, you don't like going underground? What? Oh, hey, Azalea. Bing bong, bing bong. This could be claustrophobia. You sure, Neeks? Danny and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I hate the thought of other people getting trapped down there even more. You wore over it so fast. Listen, if there's one thing I have on me, it's an ego. And when they shut me down so fast, it felt real. It felt personal. It felt like I wasn't playing a game. Stella and Kanika disappeared into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Let Tabitha know about what? Get into that mine. Ooh. They really wouldn't, y'all crazy. I guess if we died down here, it would be nice to let somebody know we're here. Could I die and never make it to episode 3 or 4? That'd be fun. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected, the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Why don't we just crawl? Jesus, is cramped down here. Does anyone else's chest feel tight? Oh, girl. Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be. And this one's real bad. You know, because of the child miners. Or should I say, the miners. What the fuck is wrong with her? Kanika visibly shudders. What the fuck is wrong with Stella? That's why I moved past Stella quick. I didn't like Stella's vibes after too long. They had a chance and they took it. Oof. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while walking on their graves. Hey, so Stella has not told me personally what she is ethnically, but that's a white woman, huh? She hasn't told me, but that's a white woman, huh? What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. Hello? I actually snuck down here a few times to try to get some good footage, part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for the viewers. Did you find anything? I wish If any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. The music in the mines is good. I hate the name Stella. You don't like Stella? Stella! Rocky! It's famous. Stella feels like a dog name to me. But that's just me. I mean, her whole shtick is recording cryptid stuff. If that ain't enough evidence as to who she is. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead. Oh, Kanika girl! Oh my god, what was that? The mine's going to collapse or we're all going to die here, aren't we? Stella sighs longingly. That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. It just brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I had finally found a spooky ghost, there wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. Bats! Stella turns her flashlight up towards an alcove overhead. I don't like bats. There are a lot of domesticated, I guess, animals that I really like. I don't like bats. I grew up having to see bats at random times throughout my life. Ugh. Bats are nasty. Straight up nasty creatures. Those guys got me real good last time I was here alone. Oh my god, there are bats down here? I'm not going to get rabies. I'm going to get rabies, aren't I? I'm going to get rabies and die in a mine collapse. You holding up okay, Neeks? Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little on edge. Kanika is stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Okay, what was that? That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? A hateful and broken presence stirs in the deep. It doesn't want you here. We should hurry and find Rosalina. Let's stick to the plan. Yeah, agreed. The sooner we get out of this death trap, the better. Gosh, I wonder if those sounds are Tommy knockers. Now, what's a Tommy knocker? They're an old Cornish myth named for the knocking sounds you can sometimes hear in the mines right before a collapse. I want to look this up. Tommy knockers. Is that what Stephen King's book is about? Oh, believe goblins lived in the mines. Oh, interesting. That's what the, I didn't look into the what's his name? Stephen King thing, because I'm not really a fan of Stephen King. But, interesting. Stella! Some say the knocking's a warning, while others say it's the spirits themselves bringing down the mines. Oh, no, why are we doing this to our friend? Not helpful. I'd love to spend some extra time poking around down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. The three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Oh! Okay, now that wasn't Tommy knockers. It came from this way. Follow me. You and Kanika follow Stella further into the mine. Look at these fucking kids! Miles. Look at the child that has Bugs Bunny smoking a J on his fucking shirt. With the weed cap. Get the fuck out of here. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gives way to a small cavern. A group of teens turns and stares at you with annoyance. What the hell are you all doing in here? What the hell are you doing in here? You creeps, are you stalking us? Hold the fuck up. No child will ever speak to me like this. Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. What are you guys even doing down here? This is the most miserable place I've been in my life. This place isn't miserable. It's cool and rad. Who the hell are you exactly? That's Danny, Tabby's cousin. Rosalina, your dad is worried sick about you. And if you ask me, he was right to worry. Why the hell would you think hanging out in an old mine would be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? Because no one usually comes in here, duh. Everyone knows we hang out at the Maxwell place now, so we had to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found, so I guess we have to find an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. These are some kids. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Hello? He was actually pretty chill. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways? It's fall break, and we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Drink up. Okay, hold on. Let me swallow all the spit I have in my mouth. I have an apple juice. Ooh, that's really sweet apple juice. Mott's. All right, but these children aren't children; they're teens. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? The teens avoid eye contact. Miles tries to melt into the cavern wall. Oh yeah, Mott's crazy transported me back to daycare. Bruh, back to daycare where you would have the saltiest snacks and just the sweetest of juices. Hey guys, there's no fucking way that Miles is 21, right? Miles isn't 21 giving these kids alcohol, right? Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone even comes in on Tuesdays, and Mom's there, so it's fine. I start uncomfortably around the cavern as Kanika tears into her brother. It's not fine. It's extremely not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? Ooh, I left school so you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he could see this? Stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine? Dad's dead, Kanika. But if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Oh, who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere nobody's supposed to bother us? This ain't my fucking business. That's for sure. I make a lot of things my business, but that sure ain't. Actually, my dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says the only reason they stopped using this tunnel is because there wasn't enough coal left. I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month, and he says this place is totally safe and we can hang out here anytime we want. Ooh! Yeah, look at how sturdy this place is. Yo! The teen with the... I wasn't expecting that innovation. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we heard earlier? One of these days I'll find a real Tommy knocker. Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. Jumping up to his stuff is extremely 8th grade. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Oh, these are such kids. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart too. This is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. Why are you all fighting me on staying down here? I'm not listening to what some sad 20-somethings have to say about where we're allowed to be. Hey, I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Need to be in a cobalt mine for Tommy Knocker silly? Is that true, Kylie? Wait. Wait. Oh! These teens are about to ruin her! Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Anyways, Rosalina isn't going anywhere. She's better off here than at home. Yeah, tell him about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it is insane. Rosalina deserves better. I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for that. He's a good guy and he cares about you, Rosalina. He thinks our house is haunted. He didn't mention this. Oh. Wait, what? It's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Becca, he says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he'd be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle like I'm still a little kid. I'm not going to weigh in on this. This is between you and your dad. The two of you should talk about it anywhere that isn't here. At this rate, I'd be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. Let's put a little fear in her. I've seen some real bad things in this town. Even if it isn't a ghost, it doesn't mean Oscar's lying to you. Ugh, why are all the adults in this town such weirdos? There is no ghost. There are no such thing as ghosts. Oscar's just lying. Yo, what if we break in and ghost bust the place anyways, just to be sure? Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't, break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over to my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Oh, perfect. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. Whether there's a ghost in Oscar's house is a question for a time where we're not in immediate danger. And to ruin everyone's fun, the answer is probably no. There is not a ghost. Now I'm going to drag my shithead brother back home and suggest you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Oh? Why was that cut? Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Scylla, didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy knockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've got to check it out. Stella. I know. But weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. No one's going deeper into the mine. No one is staying in the mine. We're all leaving. Please, before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Oh, they're gone. Wait a second. Where'd 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Oh, hey, they must have squeezed through the child-sized tunnel. Oh, no! Oh, no. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Am I child-sized? Oh, they're right there! Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever, come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. These kids are DEAD, no? Okay, I think we can catch up with them if we just follow their voices. Do you want to take these two out of here while Danny and I track them down, Eeks? Look, I know I've made a bit of a fuss about not liking this place, but I'm not about to leave you two alone down here. What if something bad happens and I'm not here to help? Or what if you run into something totally normal down here you think is a ghost, and I miss out on my chance to figure out what it actually is? Alright, knuckleheads. If I don't escort you two out of here myself, can I trust you to actually even go home? Yeah, sure. I could never fit in that tunnel anyways. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyway, and this service down here sucks. Good, now go. Do you think... Do you think these kids are gonna make it out? Miles and Zane quietly head back towards the entrance. Alright, let's get this over with. Let's do this. We can get coffee at Winnie's once we're all out of here. My treat. You and Kanika exchange a glance as Stella ventures forward. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce all across the walls. But Becca, why are we doing this again? We could get in so much trouble. We're doing this because I'm not about to take life advice from a YouTuber and a dropout. Whoa, that is so uncalled for. I didn't drop out. I'm going back to vet school as soon as my family doesn't need me here. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. Oh, Becca's a little. What kind of a YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice TM, and I make plenty from ads and donations. Are you okay, Kanika? Yeah, it's fine. I just can't believe we have to deal with that Becca girl slandering us while we're sticking our necks out for her. God, I hate her. Normally, I'd say she's just a kid, but wow, she doesn't have an uncanny ability to go right for the jugular. Let's go. Oh! Another knock closer interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? Yeah, it's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. Oh, okay, hold on. Another, a lot of choices again. What did they see? Tommy knockers. Tommy knockers aren't real, but there's a reason people think they make those sounds. And it's not a coincidence that the whole Tommy knocker myth is tied to mine collapses. We gotta go. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. Maybe someone's trapped out here, but they wouldn't be alive, would they? If they were trapped in here, actually. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. The pit, capital P, pit, radiates rage or white-hot anger. It hates you, but at the heart of it, you can sense something else. The quiet hum of a darker presence. The heart calls to you, desperate to be witness. Well, it looks like the only way forward is that pit, and it sounds like there's somewhere down there. I've never been this far in. It looks like a death trap. Are you sure we should go down there? You can wait up here, Neeks. It might be good to have an extra pair of eyes up here, or a voice to lead us back. Alright, I'm not going to argue with you. That ladder looks older than all of us combined. Good luck. Alright, let's do this. Bye, Stella. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. You walk to the ladder and climb down. Stay safe, Danny. Thank you, Kanika. Oh wait, no. It looks like there's only one way. These extra tunnels look collapsed in. I'm pretty sure this was the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you'd been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever, doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry. I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca. Yeah, they're close, alright. It sounds like they're really lost. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. Am I going through something? Am I having a vision? There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. Ooh, this sound is really good. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, a desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Let's get wrapped. Hey, are you alright, Danny? Bear witness. Stella reaches for your shoulder, but not before the I accidentally skipped that. Or did I? No, those are going without me. You said we wouldn't use this shipment. You know it's compromised. We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. We had to go ahead with it. Those safety practices. It's still sturdy enough, it'll get the job done. Danny? Danny, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looks like you had a seizure or something and then you just conked out. She's okay, Kanika. Look at all these things surrounding. Okay, don't move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourself while you're still recovering from whatever that was. Kanika and I are going to go get you help. We'll be back soon, I promise. What about the kids? Are the kids here? You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. They left me here! You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from all the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't lie. Sorry, Rosalina. Them teens? The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. Hey, I think this mine wants blood. As you settle more into your senses, Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left. She's out of breath and it looks like she's been crying. I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. This place, at least part of it, is coming apart. Becca and Alexa are still down there. We can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Please, I don't want them to die. Going after those kids is a bad idea. Best case scenario, someone gets horribly injured. Worst case scenario, all 4 of you die. Another dusting of debris falls from the ceilings. You don't have long until this mine collapses on you. Just in case. This is a choice. Self-fulfilling prophecy, I'm a Scarlet. I let them kids die. Can we all die? Can I die? Will the mines protect me? The music is really... I'm plagued with indecision. Let's do this. Thank you, they're back this way, hurry. Rosalina's gonna be dead. Everybody's gonna die. You run after her. The mines shake with each new thunderous blow as bits of rock and dust fall off the ceiling and scatter on the floor around you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you'd been down here a million times already. I was making it up, okay? We're coming, just stay where you are. Can you see those things? Oh, she's gone. Rosalina, you came back. I don't want to die down here. Grab them and start running. You reach forward and forcefully grab Becca and Alexis, silently pulling them behind you. You quickly push your way back towards the entrance, pieces of falling rock littering the path around you. As you reach the pit, you and Rosalina direct Becca and Alexis to the ladder. They start climbing. Oh, I saved their lives. You follow suit and start climbing close behind. You couldn't have just listened to someone other than yourself, Becca? I'm sorry, okay? God. You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you can see cracks forming on the walls of the tunnel. Come on, you gotta go faster. We're almost there, I can see the entrance. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. And then the knocking fades and you feel safe. I'll start in a minute! The knocking fades and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. Let's see what the result of our choice is. Ooh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, music. Rosalina, are you okay? Clearly she's not okay, idiot. Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go down there in the first place. This is your fault. Cough. This really hurts. Stella and Kanika pop their heads through the mine entrance. I think I hear voices in there. Oh my god. Rosalina, can you hear me? We're going to get you out of there, okay? Stella already called an ambulance. But that means cops are going to come. They're going to know I was drinking. They're going to know you went in there to drink, right? Hey, Becca? Becca, is she about to cut and run? If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know. In a panic, Becca runs for the entrance and pushes her way through. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us up here. I'm going to go get Tabby. Oh, Tabitha. Alright, I'll go down to the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. I'll be back soon. We're going to get you out of here and you're going to be just fine, okay? Danny and Alexis will keep you safe until then. Am I going to die? Rosalina, don't say things like that. Death is a natural part of life, Rosalina. I'm not going to traumatize the 13-year-old who was in pain and scared. You're going to be okay. Just keep breathing. Thanks, Danny. Rosalina's breath comes in quick, irregular bursts. If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. Ooh, I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We never should have gone down there. It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to. Rosalina pauses, catching her breath. Thank you, Danny. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help. I'll just say you're mature for your age. We don't have to have a lesson right now. Alexis is right. You're very mature for your age. Worrying about others at a time like that, you're more brave than a lot of adults I know. That's true, Rosalina. You're really brave. Braver than I am, and smarter. If I hadn't stuck with Becca, maybe, I don't know, maybe it would have been different. It's just not fair that this happened to you. You're the nicest person. Rosalina? Okay, still awake, just hurts like hell. Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Alexis grabs Rosalina's hands. Tears streak down both of their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting for the long, anxious moment to pass before hope arrives. Some of my men are on their way with rock lifts. We'll get you out of there soon. Danny, I'll be having a word with you. Oh! They're over here, Earl. Jesus H. Christ, you weren't kidding about the emergency. Oh, half an hour for the ambulance! You heard the man. You have half an hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rosa, sweetie, I'm here. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Sir, I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean I can't ride with her? You're better off driving behind us. We're heading to Brevard, so it's quite a ways. Is she going to be okay? She's going to make it right, please, God. Yes, sir, I promise you. We're going to do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. Oh my goodness. Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone. I love you, Dad. The paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. What the hell happened in there? Oh. Teens being teens? It was just a horrible accident. Nobody could have known this would happen. The seams of reality are fraying here. I mean, sure, but those kids maybe shouldn't have been in an abandoned coal mine. No, this was no teenager's fault. It's a parent's job to make sure their kids don't deliberately put themselves in these situations. Rosalina was mad at me. Instead of fixing the thing that was driving her away, I just ignored it. This is my fault. I mean, it could be everybody's fault. It could be the parent could have done better, the teen could have known better, right? Like, I think that's fair. Parents can do better, teens can know better. We can both be a little bit at fault for making bad decisions. I'm sure she thinks I'm making things up about our house being haunted, but I've seen things that I can't explain and it's only gotten worse over time. She told us about it down the mine. For what it's worth, I believe you. No comment, but after tonight, I don't know. Once you're back from the hospital, we could check it out for you. Thanks, Stella, that means a lot. I've gotta go. Mr. Gutierrez, is it okay if I come too? I want to be there for her. Of course, Alexis. It'll be good for her to see a friendly face. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. What happens now? Oh! What happens now is we have a word, all of us. What the hell are you three doing here? I thought I told you to stay out of trouble, yet here you are at the scene of what was almost a deadly accident. How did you manage this? Tabby, come on, it's not Danny's fault. Stella's right. If it's anyone's fault, it's yours. You have an abandoned mine on your property that was barely even boarded up. It was only a matter of time until something like this happened. That's fair. That's a point. If anything happens to Rosalina, it's on you, Tabitha Scarlet. How dare you? It's not like I put up a big neon sign saying cool place for teens to hang. It's clearly not safe. You three were up here with them. Why didn't you do something to get them out of there sooner? Ooh. Cool it, everyone? Nah. Tabitha's just another coal baron. There's no point arguing with her. I'ma say cool it, Tabitha. We're probably the reason you have one kid in an ambulance instead of 5 buried alive. Yeah. Fine, you're right. At least nobody died, probably. What a heartfelt apology. Come on, guys, what's the point of arguing like this? I know it can feel cathartic to point fingers and yell, but what's it going to accomplish other than bruised egos? You're right. Come on, we're leaving. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Look at this old ass cop. His name's Hugby. Look at this old ass Hugby. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss, in private? Okay, fine. Just make it quick. And don't you dare try and pull anything on her. She did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Oh, sure. That can wait. We know where to find y'all. I'm Sheriff Hugby, and this is Deputy Derrickson. Hi, Derrickson. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. Welcome to Scarlet Hollow. Hope this little accident hasn't colored your perception of the place. Lovely place to live, if you ask me. Get to the point. Lovely indeed. Now, Sheriff Hugby, don't you think it's a mite odd that these teens found themselves in an old abandoned mine on the very property Danny's family happens to own? What the fuck? There's actually no connection there. And don't you think it's even a mite bit odder that Danny happened to be in there with them at the time of sex? Did I collapse the mine, you dumbass? Do you know how you could easily explain this? I was coming to talk to my cousin, and I saw a child run into an abandoned mine outside of the gate. And it's an abandoned mine that collapsed once, therefore has the potential to collapse again, dumbasses. Still, a good cop should ask themselves these questions. Jeez. Jeez, cops. Just asking me the most dummy questions. If it wasn't for me, they'd all be dead. I don't need to be so dramatic. We're just trying to gather all of the facts, you see? Just being thorough, our duty as officers of the law. Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go about on your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one. Yeesh. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The two officers wander back towards the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe it. I left them behind in there to get help. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no. You did your best. It's not your fault. Oh, hey, guess the cops are done with you? What, are they going to take you in for being a present at an accident? Sorry if they gave you a hard time. Small-town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters. Even acts of God, I guess. Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. We have so much to talk to Tabitha about. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Danny? I'd really rather you didn't. If you're going to run around almost getting killed every night, keep my cousin out of it. Your cousin's an adult, Tabitha. She can make her own decisions. Not while she's under my roof. Is Tabitha much older than me? It's possible, because she's head of the mine, so it's possible. But I can't tell how old anyone is from the drawings. Unless they're really old or either like really young, really old, or in the middle. As if to illustrate her point, Tabitha grabs your arm, dragging you towards the car. You silently follow along. Ooh, she mad. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. She could also not and just be like that. Absolutely, she could also not be older. I don't appreciate being dragged off like that. Poor Rosalina, poor. You and Kanika don't really seem to get along. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? I don't want to talk about Stella, and it's none of your business anyway. You and Kanika also don't seem to get along. She pushes my buttons. I like her. Good for you. She doesn't like me. I don't appreciate being dragged off like that. It's been a long day, Danny. Are you really going to make a fuss about me bringing you back to the estate? After all the havoc you've caused, you should count your lucky stars you still have a place to sleep tonight. No, we're going to bring up this Wayne shit. We're bringing it up. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha slink back into silence. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Oh, delicious. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. No, we're talking, please. Tabitha closes her eyes for a moment, and sighs. There's no point. At the end of the week, you'll go home and we'll never speak to each other again. We just have to get through this week. If that's how you feel, why invite me at all? I don't know. You're the only family I have left. I didn't want to do this alone. Why am I even talking to you? I'm too tired for this. I need sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. You head up to your room to turn in. You collapse into Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Oh, y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again too, says Stella. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. Yo, stance the fuck up, these ditchlings. You think about looking at the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face, twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks, trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Someone opened my door. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. It's this damn cat. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally sleep into a deep sleep. Was this a cutscene? Huh? A basement? What was that thumping? Proceed if you dare. Let's save, and we're gonna overwrite this save because I saved that because I thought about scum saving, but that's not what we're doing today. Well, that's episode 2.